So I got some more parts in the mail. Yeah, it's fun. So one of the things on a turbo build is when you're running ethanol E85, make sure you never run out of fuel. And I haven't been running a fuel pressure sensor because it's just one of those things that, well, in the midst of getting this whole thing built, I just didn't want to spend the time to do it. So I never did really make the time to get that done, and I have the low dollar vacuum block, and so I got to thinking, I should just call Brandon and be like, hey dude, I need the fuel pressure sensor for this thing, and it is wrapped up in this mess somewhere, and all of this, I think right there, ran it back down through there, and it's just kind of hanging out. And hence it's labeled focus. It's not labeled focus. Camera is labeled focus. It's labeled fuel. So I called them up, got online, and this is what I got, guys. Super cool. Like, if you ever need anything, I love low dollar. They are great. He didn't pay me a penny to do this. He sends the sensor right there. It's even coated, and so I'm doing this one-handed. I haven't even looked to see if it'll fit, if it'll line up, but boom, it looks like it's gonna. And so it's got 3 little pins, and I'm gonna set you guys kind of right here. I might set you guys right there and kind of bring this up to focus. And so sure enough, clicks right in. See that? And the connector's down. And while I was on this page, not only did he have that, he even sends the little receptacle for it. But I picked up this little AN fitting, and his price on that fitting was super cheap. I was really impressed. And so that is a swivel. So I have 8 AN fuel line on this guy, and I'm probably going to use some Teflon here in a minute when I put this on, but literally just screw it in, and then you'll take that and put it right there, and it'll kind of stick that out a little further, and you can stick it however you want that sensor to be placed, because I got plenty of room. But anyway, that's it. And so now I will have a fuel pressure sensor. So as I turn this thing up here before too long, I will definitely be able to know when my fuel pressure goes down. I haven't built a catch can. What I did is, they make these guys, and I don't know what they call them, but they're just little LS oil filler breathers. And so I've got breather here, breather there, breather back there. One of these days when I get yep, let's don't talk about that guy. Custom fit job. He just kind of fits in there. That's Catch Can. Mr. Catch Can. Mr. Catch Can? YouTube, Mr. Catch Can. But one of these days I need to take those valve covers and, actually weld an AN bung in there, or, whatever. I don't know if I'll go expensive on AN, but anyway, do something. So I've had a guy giving me a hard time about the old dog dishes. Now, if you notice the travel in there, I got a lot of travel. As this thing gets a little faster, I love the dog dishes. I just don't know if they're going to be able to stay. I've got a set of 4-inch spikers, the jeggers, for the front. If you see Mr. Wastegate, the reason I got these itty-bitty ugly-looking Uniroyals on here, I had to go down a tire size smaller because they hit, when you turned, it hit the wastegate. These tires do not rub the wastegate and or exhaust. So my thought is, I'm going to get some 0 or negative offset back spacing. Push those tires out a little tad. They're so skinny anyway, it won't matter. Because these guys are a 175/65 14. So that's like, I believe that'd be like an 8-inch, 9-inch wide tire, something like that. Don't blaspheme on YouTube for that, but it's going to be somewhere around there. Oh look, I didn't hook up my boost controller hoses either. Huh, need to do that. See, that's why we do YouTube videos and we're sitting here staring at stuff, looking everything over. But I got some tires, I got some front runners, I got some wheels, possibly going to throw them on, I don't know, we'll see. Because travel on this thing is going to be important to get it to hook. The door bars turned out really nice. The rocker bars, I really like them down there. And so we'll see. They've stiffened the frame up a lot, just even having it on the jack and just kind of jacking around with it. It's really done a lot, so I'm really kind of proud. Shifter is kind of in. I mean, you can kind of see the cable there. I'm going to kind of look at that. It's not sharp. It's not bent or kinked. I angled it a little bit because I think I'm going to put my trans brake button right there and bump button right here. So it'll actually go on the cover and just kind of held in by the cover right on the back there. And so, you know, pro ratchet there. Ratchet. But anyway, I'm going to jam this low dollar sensor on and get everything hooked up, plumbed up. It just started raining, go figure, so it was test night. The one day that hasn't rained in 6 months, and here we go. So anyway, it is what it is. But there's my little fancy alternator bracket, because this guy was flopping around. Literally, you could move it just by pushing on it like that. And got that tightened up. So hopefully this pig is ready to send. And get it all squared away. So we'll have some videos with the draggy coming before too long, but just a quick update, low dollar shout out. And I don't know how much that thing was. It was fairly cheap. I was relatively surprised how much it was. It doesn't really have the price on the deal, but I think it was like altogether like 60 bucks for all that. So anyway, a really good price. And I've heard that, you know, they work really good, so it'll plug right into the factory setting. So anyway, you guys have a good evening. Until next time.